Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. I hope everyone is feeling well today and everyone is feeling blessed. I am grateful and I'm excited to be here with another reading. For today's question, I'm going to be asking Spirit, how does your absence affect their life? So that's their feelings, their thoughts, whatever else comes up. So we're going to be looking at how your absence, so assuming that you and this person are in no contact, you are not in each other's lives anymore, like how is this actually affecting their life? So with that being said, how this reading is going to go is you can pause the reading right now if you need to, and you can choose the pile or the piles that you would like to listen to based on the tarot deck artwork or even the crystal. So for pile one, we have the Cosmic Tarot with the Amethyst Crystal. Pile two, we have the Final Rose Tarot with the Rose Quartz Crystal. Then pile three, we have the Arcanum Tarot with the Citrine Crystal. So you can pause the video right now if you need to. Go to the description box, scroll down to the timestamps, and choose the timestamp that correlates with the deck or crystal that you chose. So yeah, that's how it's going to go, and I will see you at your reading. All right, my Power One people. If you chose the Cosmic Tarot with the Amethyst Crystal, we're going to get started. We're going to be asking Spirit, how does your absence affect their life? Yeah, first and foremost, before we even get started, welcome to all the new and returning subscribers. Welcome. I am so grateful for you all just commenting, liking, subscribing. I appreciate that. Even as a smaller tarot channel, is like you gotta really do a lot to get into that algorithm. So I'm just thankful for you all, noticing me and spending time with me. Make sure you check out the information in the description box. I have links there for personal readings, to follow me on Instagram, to donate to this channel, and even to check out my Etsy store where I post my new line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. So definitely make sure you check that out. But let's get started. Okay, this is what y'all came to listen to. How does your absence affect their life? I have some other oracle decks I'm going to be using. A Divine Feminine oracle deck. I'm also going to be using the Energy oracle deck. I think that's what it's called. And then the Love Oracles heart-shaped oracle deck. So let's go ahead and get started. Please don't get mad at me. Trigger wording. This person could really be off living day. Okay, well, yeah. I literally was like, this person could be off just having the great time of their life. Like, here we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, so it seemed like off the rip, this person is very disappointed. You not being there. They're definitely someone who is crying over spilt milk. And there's actually no silver lining. There's no hope here because with the Five of Cups, and the other imagery, there's like I think it's like 2 or 3 cups that spill over, but then there's still like there's either 2 or 3 cups that's still there. It's some cups spill over, it's some cups still there. So that's kind of signifying that like, oh, you're crying over spilled milk, but there's still a silver lining. It's like within y'all situation is no silver lining. Okay, this person is completely disappointed. It must be no coming back from what happened between the both of y'all. It seemed like it's no coming back. Yeah, this person, they dropped the ball. Like they dropped the ball. In other words, we say like people they fumbled the bag. Like, yeah, it's just this person is disappointed, and they do wish that there could be some type of reconciliation between the both of you, but it seemed like it's not gonna happen. It seems like this person is actually keeping themselves stuck in time. It's like they're refusing to walk away. They're refusing to let go. I don't know. Maybe they even feel like they could create something new with you. But as far as within you, you could very much still feel an energetic attachment. And that's because that person is refusing to leave. So if you've been having dreams about this person, they showing up in your sleep. If you've been seeing their names randomly, just on random places and things, or on trucks or signs, or, you know, like you're actually seeing this person's name, or, you know, you could also be seeing phone numbers that are similar to this person's phone number, or you just seeing signs of this person, or you're thinking about them randomly. It's like this person is still there and they're still pulling on your energy. They're refusing to leave. So this person is definitely disappointed in something. I want to get some more information to see why. Yeah, this person is definitely disappointed in a relationship between the both of y'all. Obviously it did not work out, and it seemed like y'all could have been actually really harmonious at a certain point in time, or you could have thought that y'all had the same, you know, the same morals or the same perceptions of life, or y'all just wanted to do the same things. Y'all had similar goals, or just what you saw for a good life in a relationship. It seemed as though like this person, it seemed like y'all was compatible at a certain point in time, you know. This person is disappointed in that. They're disappointed in the fact that like there actually was some type of compatibility between the both of y'all, but it's like this person, yeah, I see what's going on. It was some type of compatibility, but I feel like you grew. Like you significantly grew through this relationship with this person. Like you really grew, and you could have grown into becoming an empress. I feel like you and this person function well, but y'all function well with the Three of Pentacles, with the Devil energy. It's like y'all would have functioned well within the toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Functioning well within the toxicity. But now that I see here the Princess of Pentacles, which I believe is the Page of Pentacles in this deck, it's like you had to, for you all, it's kind of like when you know better, you do better. So I feel as though you really grew through this connection with this person, and maybe they wish that they could take things back to how they used to be, but y'all were only compatible when you were at a certain level. And now that you're not there anymore, now that you've brought yourself up out of this toxic place, out of this toxic energy, out of this codependent energy, maybe y'all even had the same vices. Y'all probably used alcohol, or y'all used drugs together, something like that. But it's like now that you're out of that type of energy, it seems as though this person is disappointed, but they still don't want to leave. But it's like, do you want to leave or do you want to grow? Like, what is it that you're trying to do? Like, I'm asking y'all person, right? I'm asking y'all person, like, do you want to leave? Do you want to stay? Like, what's going on? Because the thing is like you grew through the relationship with this person. Like you were no longer the same. Y'all could have indulged with the same things at the same time, and y'all, it worked. But it does not work anymore. I'm gonna get some more cards. But this person definitely is acknowledging your growth here. They're definitely acknowledging your growth. But it's like they're not, like, that's why I'm just like, are you gonna grow or not? Like, they're acknowledging your growth. And I mean, I'm definitely proud of y'all as well, because you brought yourself out of potentially, you know, toxic, abusive, you know, because once something becomes toxic, you know, 9 times out of 10 it can definitely become abusive as well. That's next. It's already happening, rather. It's already happened. It's probably just little microaggressions, but it's happening when things get toxic. But yeah, I feel as though this person doesn't really, you know, they don't know where to go with this. They're stuck in time. They're stuck in time. It's like, move on. Like, you know, you would tell, like, you probably was like, move on. Like, what, it had nothing to do with you, but this person is not going anywhere, and they're literally staying. They literally don't know what to do. It's kind of like, you know, the song by Donnell Jones called Where I Want to Be. And he's like, do I leave? Should I stay? Should I go? Like, that's what this person is dealing with. But the relationship, assuming that y'all are not in contact with each other, it's like the relationship is over. So it's like, why are you still keeping yourself stuck in time? So this person is definitely finding it very hard to move on. They're used to having a relationship with you in a certain way, but since you've grown and elevated past that type of relationship, they don't really know where to go with this. You know, it seemed like the best thing to do would be to, you know, to leave. But this person, they very much are still feeling very strong feelings for you, especially with the Ace of Cups. And it seems as though it's like you're not even there. You're not even dealing with them, and now they all of a sudden want to start being in love with you. So it's kind of backwards, because it's like, how can you fall in love with someone that's not even there? It's like, How could you do that? Like, you're not even there, you know? But it's like maybe this person is ruminating, especially with the disappointment. It's like they're ruminating in the pain of the ending of this relationship. And because they're ruminating in it, you know, they acknowledging your glow up because you're showing up here as the Empress. They don't want to leave. So it's just like they're kind of, I don't want to say they're breaking their own heart, but it's like if you reject and deny this person, if they was to come back to you, it's like in a sense they would have worked themselves up for nothing. It's just the energy of like someone who like you like they finally understand now what they lost. And so now they want to start being all in love with you from afar. And it's like, how can you do that? Like, you know, I'm over here questioning these people. Like, how can you do that? Like, you literally, we're not even together. Like, how can you do that? Yeah, it's like this person, I don't know. It's one of those weird things to where it's just kind of like when you're not around this person, that's when they want to start being in love with you. But if you are with them in person with them, it's like they want to start dragging you into a certain type of relationship dynamic that only they are used to, which is this toxic energy. So now that you've taken yourself out of this, now that you're not there, they don't really know what type of relationship to have or what to do. They're keeping themselves in the same spot. It's like the Ace of Cups, the Fool. Like this person really believes that, you know, this is a new opportunity or even a new beginning for you all to come back together. So this person is definitely interested in reconciliation. They're interested in reconciliation. Like, let's get some more feelings and thoughts about you with the Divine Feminine Oracle deck and see what else comes up. But yeah, this person is definitely I'm like, why is it that they don't want to go? And it's because they really think like if there's another opportunity and there's another chance, like they're working themselves up for that. So you all have the same vices, and that card came up. That card, just thanking Spirit for confirming this, but it seems like you all could have had things that you indulged in together. It could be excess of food, gambling, excess of, you know, any type of addictions. Maybe y'all did drugs, maybe y'all drank together, you know, maybe y'all indulged in adult content together. So regardless of what it is that y'all were doing, you all connected on the same vices. Like y'all connected doing, essentially y'all had the, you know, y'all know what a vice is. A vice is, you know, something that we could use less of. Okay, we could use less of. That just is what it is, especially with the mushrooms depicted on the card. So you all tend to indulge in the same things. Like y'all did. Let's get some more information, but that's just coming up. So we have silver platter. Yeah. This person is like, I feel like, you know, that this person they can do absolutely nothing for you. Because when you see silver platter, it's like you're offering something up to someone on a silver platter, but it's nothing. So it's like, I'm 100% sure that you understand that as far as within the relationship and trying to make the relationship healthy, especially because I see that you grew into the Empress, it seemed like you always knew that, you know, the relationship between the both of y'all could be better, or there was some things that could be left out. Like there was some things that y'all could work on so that y'all could actually have a healthy relationship. So you was probably the person that was putting in all of the effort. That's kind of where I'm getting to. But it seemed as though this person, they don't really have much to give. Like they just kind of want to get something for nothing type of thing. And it's not really much that they could even be able to offer you at that time and now. Like, and then we also have burned out. Yeah, this person, especially with the 5 of Cups card, is definitely, and then this 8 of Cups here is definitely giving me the energy of someone who's burned out. So this person is definitely not happy. They could have even been indulging in more of these addictions and things that y'all maybe used to partake in together. They're doing more of that. Okay, and that could be potentially what is burning them out, or just trying to do anything to maintain a false sense of happiness. But as you can see here, the first card that came out with the 5 of Cups is like this person is not happy. They're not in a happy space right now, and they're actually more so sulking. So it's just like two different extremes that's going on with this person. It's like they're sulking, but then they still have hope that like, oh, we can come back together. Like, oh, we can reconcile. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they're still sulking. And then the missed call card came out. I've actually never seen this card, but it could be, remember how I mentioned like phone numbers and stuff that could look similar to this person's number? It could also be that this person, you know, will be trying to reach out to you via phone. Like you actually will see their number. They will be trying to reach out to you via phone, to talk. And with the missed call card coming out on top of the Ace of Cups and the Fool card, like when they call your number, you know what they calling your number for. Okay, we not gonna sit here and act and play like we don't know why they're calling our phone. They're gonna be calling your phone so that they can try to reconcile with you. Like that's what they're gonna try to do. Maybe to potentially drag you back into this cycle. Cause you know, I don't put it past people I don't put much past people anymore. So I can't be like, oh, you know, just trust them. Maybe they'll change. It's like oftentimes people don't change. You know, they don't. But yeah, with this individual, it could be that, yeah, they could be indulging in, you know, more toxic things without, you know, you being around. Just to calm them if they have any anxiety about this. But yeah, this person just seems as though they're at like two separate extremes. It's like you're not in their life, but now they want to start falling in love with you from afar. Like, why you ain't do this when they was in a relationship with y'all? Like, why did they do that then? Like, why you want to wait till now? But let me stop. All right, let's see what else comes up. Yeah, a man holding a coin. Like, I'm done, y'all. Yeah, like this person definitely wants to offer you another opportunity. They probably gonna come back around to try to give you a gift or to give you money or be like, oh, I'm gonna take you out on a date, you know, something like that. They definitely want to come back and give you some type of offer so that you can see them as worthy and worthwhile. Now with this silver platter card, it's like, yeah, you could come back with an offer, but what exactly are you offering? Like, what exactly are you offering? Like, that's kind of, you know, like what exactly are you trying to offer? Then we had blossoming abundance and a woman holding a heart. Yeah, they hope that they can, you know, get you back into this relationship with them. That's what they're hoping, like, and they're hoping to want to create and build something with you. That's what they're hoping. So, hoping for. But yeah, I think that they're seeing and understanding, especially through your growth, that like it's you and it's always been you. But it's like, because they're so used to having a certain type of relationship that is connected to toxicity and codependency, it's like, can you 100% trust that this person has changed and will in fact change the relationship dynamics between the both of y'all now that you've grown? Or would they potentially just try to drag you back into something? But yeah, it seems as though this person definitely wants to reconcile with you. And they're hoping that you, like, once they come towards you with some type of offer or gift or, you know, something to apologize, like once they come back to you to try to make it better, okay, in quotation marks, they're hoping that you will reciprocate it with the same type of love that y'all, you know, that you gave to this person before. Like they're hoping that you will, you know, receive them and reciprocate, and that y'all will have a, you know, a good relationship. That's what they're hoping for. But yeah, it's up to you with what you want to do. I never tell people what to do, honestly. I just highly encourage, and be like, if it was me, I would just, like, that's really how I be. Like, I don't want to tell you what to do. So let's get some messages from the love oracles and see what cards come up as far as, you know, any messages that they want to give you right now at this point in time. Any messages. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay. Okay. We also have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And then we also have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, we can say that. But at the same time, it's like, if it's just challenge and challenge and challenge and there's nothing positively happening for you, then yeah, you should not keep yourself there. So it just really depends on, as far as within this person, like their own personal level of growth, like, and what they've done since, since then. But as far as reconciling with this person, that's what they would really like for you to do. They really want you to do that. And this person could even potentially want you to question like yourself and how you feel now, especially if you don't want to have much to do with them, based on whatever happened in the relationship. Obviously it was unhealthy. Okay, with this devil card showing up, obviously it was an unhealthy bond. You were in bondage with this person. So yeah, like, you have a right to feel how you want to feel, and I'm glad that you leveled up and stuff like that. So you don't have to feel like you have to take this person back just because you're at a more evolved and healed place. And then we have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yeah, like, this is you right here. Like, you don't have to feel like because this person comes back or is trying to come back, or feel so disappointed like that the relationship ended, that you have to be the person to go, and make it right. Don't allow this information and what I'm telling you, especially how this person feels about you, to make you think like, oh, I gotta go back and reconcile with them, or I gotta call them, or let me look out for their call because I know they'll be contacting me. Is like, this is the point in time where you got to get your game plan together. Like, especially if you know that you do not want to be with this person moving forward. Like, this is the point in time in which you need to do that. Or if you feel like this person is worthy enough and you want to take them back, then make them work for it and prove themselves. Because 9 times out of 10, people don't want to work for much. They want to get something for nothing. You see what I'm saying? They want to get something for nothing. So make them work. And if they give up, then you already know what it's about. It was going to be a short-term thing anyway. Okay? Especially with the silver platter. Like, they need to be coming with something. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. I definitely hope that you all enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated with you. And yeah, I hope that it helps. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right, fam. If you chose Pile 2, the Final Rose Tarot with the Rose Quartz Crystal, we're going to get started with your reading today. We're going to be asking Spirit, how does your absence affect this person? Okay. I was like, how does your presence? Maybe we should do that one too, right? For the flip side, how does your presence affect this person? Okay, I like that. But we gonna answer the first question, okay? And we gonna go from there. So first and foremost, thank you to all the new and returning subscribers. Welcome if you are new here. I am so grateful for y'all. There's so many tarot readers on here. There's so many channels in general. You could have been watching a video on anything, but you decided to click in here, okay, and listen to me. So I'm thankful for that. Make sure you check out all of the information in the description box. There you can find links for booking a personal reading with me, donating to this channel, following me on Instagram, and checking out my Etsy store where I drop my press-on nails for sale. So definitely make sure y'all check into that. Yeah, I'm actually running a sale right now too. So yeah, look into that. But anyway, let's get started. We're asking Spirit, how does your absence affect them? Let's get started. Let's get started. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Let's get some more information. Let's see what's going on with this person. Yeah, I think this person that's on your mind, as far as your absence within their life, I think that it's just giving me more so the energy of like this is someone who is finally moving on. Um, this is just, especially if you had issues with this person, like clearly as to, you know, y'all not being in each other's lives anymore. It's just the energy of the person that's like, they decide, like, regardless of all the wrong they did, they finally decide to get it right and do better for the next relationship. Yeah, yeah, that's what this person did. Like, this person actually significantly leveled up and grew through you all's connection, but they're definitely moving on. um they're definitely moving on. um yeah, they're definitely moving on, but it's after a period of like heartbreak though. So this person definitely, if you left this person and decided to move on, it's like it left them in a devastating place. You know, they felt very burdened. Some of them could have even had some like really bad health issues as a result of you all breaking up. Or they just could have spent so much time overworking themselves or trying to figure things out. It just seems like they kind of had to pick up and keep going, you know. So I don't know if y'all, how detrimental y'all relationship is, because I don't know, maybe I'll get some more cards. But yeah, it just seems though like for you all's connection, this person, someone could have told something to this person. So I don't know if y'all share mutual friends, or if this is like a friend of a family member or something like that. But somebody definitely ran back and they definitely ran back and gossiped to this person and told them some things, potentially about you, that forced this person to have to move on. So now they're trying to find their happiness in another situation. They could be going out on dates, just trying to get to know new people. They could be focusing more so on their financial situation now. But all of these things literally happen because they felt, you know, very devastated over the fact that, you know, you started life over. You turned over a new leaf and you started focusing on other things and not just them. So yeah, this the energy of somebody who really did, is like, they, I mean, they gotta heal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves the opportunity to heal. But I think that, you know, you turning over a new leaf, like that forced them into a position to where it's like now they gotta focus on healing. Now they gotta focus on, you know, better and getting better, and even focusing on other opportunities as well. So it just seemed as though this person has got their stuff together a lot more, like they got their money right a lot more. If they weren't really, you know, financially responsible or savvy, or they ain't really had no money like that, it's like they're focusing on that now. Like they're understanding that that is an important factor when it comes to dating someone, is making sure that your money is in check. So I just feel as though this person wants to kind of focus on their life and put themselves back out there. But as far as like jumping into giving someone a solid offer and having a solid relationship, this person is not really there yet. It's more so like they just trying to put themselves out there, and like dating, for example, they just trying to put themselves out there. But yeah, it seemed as though they did hear some type of information from you, and something that caused them to feel very devastated about you, which forced them to have to make these changes. So I don't know what somebody told them about you, but it could definitely be a lie. I want to get some more information on that. Regardless of what, maybe that'll help this person leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody potentially told them a lie, like you was out with somebody else, or you started a new relationship with somebody else. So it forced them to have to get their stuff together. So I wonder if this person is trying to get their stuff together to focus on somebody else, or if they're trying to get their stuff together to come back around with you, because y'all had the Lovers card. So y'all was very much in love. Like that's what this is. It's like y'all, like that's your boo for real. Like that's your man, And if you are, or if you're a man, that was your woman. Like, y'all were really together like that. So it seemed as though something happened to break the both of y'all up. Now, like I said, it could have been some gossip, like somebody told them something about you. But yeah, this person is definitely healing, and they're moving forward, and they're focusing on their financial situation. But I'm just like, are they doing all of this to come back together with you? Just trying to, for instance, they're trying to build themselves back up to be the man that, you know, you want, you know, or be the woman that you want. Like, it seemed like it's something going on like that. It's something going on like that. It's like they trying to, you know, they're trying to do better. But yeah, I think that this person, more so than trying to build themselves up to be the man or woman for you, is like, they're building themselves up to continue moving forward. So I'm not sure if you're gonna come back around with this person, but it's just that energy that I told y'all, where it's like, when they was with you, they probably didn't do the best, but now that you're gone, now they want to start acting right, doing better, being the man for you now, but they trying to do it for another person, or vice versa. They're being the woman that you would have liked them to be, you know, imperatively speaking, but now they're doing it for someone else, especially with this 8 of Cups card. So yeah, this is in self-elimination. This is like, you know, moving on, walking away, you know, moving forward. So it definitely does seem as though this person is trying to do better, but I'm not sure if they're going to come back around and reconcile with you. But yeah, that's definitely sad with whatever happened to actually break y'all up. But I can definitely say this person was disappointed, and they definitely felt some type of way. They felt very overburdened by the relationship between the both of you all. But it seemed as though this person is trying to put themselves out there now, trying to date, trying to move forward. But there's very much still, you know, love that's here. So if you still, you know, feel connected to this person, like, even regardless of what happened, it's like, clearly, you know, that it would be a mutual, you know, thing between the both of y'all right now. But if you ever questioned or wondered if this person ever loved or cared about you, was it reciprocated? Was it mutual? Like, it really was. And this person actually was devastated when the relationship broke up, or they were devastated when someone told them this information. Maybe someone told them, like I said, that you moved on with somebody else, and they see you moving forward in life anyway, so they can only, you know, they can only assume that, you know, you are moving on to another relationship, or you're moving on to someone else. So now they trying to get themselves together too, so they can go move on as well. But yeah, this person was definitely sad. Like, if you question if they were ever sad about what happened between the both of y'all, like, they clearly were. They clearly were. Like, they really were. So yeah, let's get some cards from a Divine Feminine Oracle deck to see what else comes up as far as, like, with the both of you. Like, what other energies come up. So we have the future faking within the reverse. We have future faking within the reverse, and future faking is it's just this concept that, you know, people tend to do, where they want to get something in the moment right now, so they'll promise you that you'll be doing something in the future. So for example, this could be a man saying, or a woman saying, like, oh, you know, we're gonna have a baby, and we're gonna get married, and we're gonna go here and do this and do all of that. And they're telling you all of these things, giving you all of these stories, you know, all of these things that are going to happen in the future, but they're not really telling the truth about it. They're just telling you those things so that they can get something now. So for example, someone could say, oh yeah, we're going to have a baby, we're going to go off and get married, and we're going to go on vacation. And they saying all of this stuff just so they could have sex with you right now, you know, so that you go ahead and you have sex with them right now, but they don't ever do any of those other things that they said they was going to do in the future. It's kind of like dangling a carrot on a stick, and then it's like you just keep moving the stick, you know. That's what it is with future faking. But yeah, there's no future faking, and there's nothing going on right now, you know, so there's no promises, broken promises being made right now, you know, like that's not going on right now. I did see the nostalgia card, even though it didn't come out. So it could be that this person is reminiscing about the memories between the both of y'all. And then we have mirroring. So yeah, this person could definitely be trying to mirror you since you're, you know, moving off and moving forward. They're devastated by that. They could definitely be watching you and trying to mimic and mirror the same things that you're doing. So if they perceive that you are moving on, that you are, you know, starting anew, that you are moving into another relationship, like if they perceive that that's something that you're doing, then they gonna be like, well, you know what, I gotta do the same thing too. Okay, monkey see, monkey do. That's like they gotta do the same thing that you're doing. But I think that someone, you know, set something into motion, told this person something about you to put them in this energy. So I'm not trying to say that this person is trying to like compete with you or not. It's just like they're just trying to do the same thing that you're doing. So maybe so they could stop feeling so hurt. But no, they were completely overwhelmed and overburdened. So y'all also got the new you card. Yeah, that relates to both of y'all because it's mirroring going on. So you could have definitely transformed into the new you we have here with the Fool card. You're trying something new. You know, you're getting yourself out of your comfort zone, you know. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of mirroring because this person is also trying to develop themselves into a new person as well, especially with the Bachelor card. It's like they're trying to transform themselves into a more evolved person as well. They're trying to do the same thing that you're doing, especially with that mirroring card. I mean, at least you can find solace in the fact that, like, you know, you can find solace in the fact that, like, there's no broken promises being made. Like, you know, try to say it's no lies being told right now, which is nice. But yeah, there definitely was some type of deception from an outside party that interfered within y'all relationship. So we have the our moment card, the here and now, the present moment. Yeah, I just feel like I feel like you're comfortable with moving on from this person. But yeah, even with the nostalgia card, I feel like this person, even though like y'all are not together, it's like this person is thinking about the fond memories, you know, that the love that y'all used to have, and just like how y'all used to be like two peas in a pod is something that I heard. Like y'all really like that was your man for real, or that was your woman for real, depending on, you know who and what you like. So pretty much, yeah, like this person always thinks about those times, and that between the both of y'all is basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, here and now, I want to get one more card. I want to get one more. The card that came out was the ghosted card. The ghosted card came out. So yeah, this could have been one of the both of you. But yeah, the ghosted card, this just lets me know, like, regardless of who ghosted who or what happened, it's like y'all both are just not in communication and contact with each other. But this person could definitely be looking and checking up on you and kind of seeing what's going on with you. But yeah, maybe maybe there was future faking going on with this person, and like you kind of saw them as being a liar because they said they were going to do all of these amazing things, and maybe they didn't do that, but now they're trying to live up to what they said, but they're just going to move on to another connection. So let's get some cards from, what's this deck? This is the Energy Oracles deck. Let's see. It just seems as though, like, even though you and this person are not together, they still have fond memories between the both of you. That's why I'm like, it's not always that a relationship had to break up through something bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not always that it had to show up through something bad. Like, it could literally, it could literally just be because we are at two different places in life. But for some reason, I'm getting more so that this person was a broke boy or a broke girl. Like, and they just couldn't, they weren't like financially responsible, or it's just something like they didn't have no money, or they didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's something with finances that's coming up that's making me feel like that was a constraint within y'all's relationship. We have the Sun card. So this person, they, I mean, as far as like your absence, and they're not devastated, you know, with the Sun card. That's very much a card that has to do with, you know, happiness. So they're finally maybe focusing on their own happiness. And with the all tied up card within the reverse, is like they've let go of some type of self-limiting belief or something that probably potentially kept them stuck in one place. So maybe it was that they had to work on their development, you know, work on their finances, especially when it comes to, because I get the energy that this is a man that you're asking about, because when it comes to men, it's like a lot of like, they feel great when they know they have money in their pocket, okay? But if they don't and their financial situation isn't the best, that does affect their happiness and affect their perception and how they experience society in the world and how they live their life. So it seemed as though this person had to work on that aspect of their life to help them, you know, become a lot much more happier and maybe want to put themselves out there for another relationship. But yeah, with the all tied up card within the reverse, it's like this person's not stuck or stagnant. I do feel as though you and the relationship between the both of y'all has helped to, you know, catapult this person to becoming an evolved person and even a better person. So if they were ever unhappy when they were with you, or if they felt stuck or stagnant, or they told themselves they couldn't do this or they couldn't do that, it's like, you know, that definitely could put a damper on a relationship. But it's like, now that they are not in a relationship with you, it's like now they feel like they can kind of get things better and more together for themselves. It kind of reminds me of, I'm not sure if y'all saw Insecure with like Lawrence and Issa, but then Lawrence, after they broke up, it was like then he started working on his finances, or things seemed to, you know, fall into place a lot better when they were not together, just for them to come back together again at the end. Not saying that you and this person are gonna go back and reconcile, but it just seems as though like y'all had to really separate to grow as individuals. Like the growth was not gonna happen together. It had to happen separately. So whatever this thing was that broke y'all up, like, especially if it was interference from a third party, unfortunately it had to happen so that you all could personally grow like as individuals. So we have hostilities within the reverse. Yeah, I mean, with the happiness card all tied up in the reverse, hostilities within the reverse is like this person is, you know, generally I can say this person is at a good space and at a better space. I don't think this person is mad at you for the way that things happen. I don't think they're holding any animosity towards you. It seems as though they're just trying to, you know, focus on themselves doing better. And with the here and now card, like, yeah, this person definitely does still have fond memories of you. And they're definitely still thinking about nostalgia. That's what nostalgia is. It's just like it's like you experience that like feeling of like, wow, like times were good, even though you're not there. You know, it's like the opposite of like PTSD, when you thinking back to something in the past and it's so traumatic. It's like they're thinking back to things that bring them a feeling, a general feeling and genuine feeling of happiness. So you and this person, y'all must have had like a really romantic relationship or something, or intimate relationship, or just passionate relationship between the both of y'all. Y'all really must have had that, because it's like this person is thinking about those fond memories. So yeah, you definitely are on their mind. They're thinking about, you know, just the moment in time that y'all had. So let's get some messages from this love oracles. Yeah, for some of them, I feel like family interfered. That's why I'm like, family, friend of is this like a friend of a family member, or a friend of a friend, or something? Somebody interfered with this relationship. Someone that knows you and knows them. So let's see. We have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay, I mean, this person clearly even with those fond memories and of the past, like they clearly still have you on their mind. They definitely could, you know, still have a crush on you. Let's see what else we have. passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And this is with you. I mean, you are popping up as the contestant, the Fool card. So it's like you're kind of opening yourself up to new possibilities as well. So you could definitely be very magnetic at this point in time. Like people are going to be drawn to you. And even with this person too, it's like they're trying to put themselves back out there as well. And then we have this card. It's not named anything, but I'll read it. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yeah, this definitely relates to this person, and just they had a period in time too, like when they was crying, like they needed help, they needed someone to be there, and they needed someone to support them as a result of, you know, you all's relationship. So yeah, it seemed as though they're doing exactly what this card says. Like they're trying to heal, they're trying to move past those things. And especially with the Ace of Cups, it's like these are the new opportunities, new love opportunities. And also the Fool card showing up here as well, and y'all mirroring each other. It's like now there's new possibilities for life as well. So who knows, this might be one of those things where y'all both have to evolve separately and then maybe come back together. But I don't be trying to tell y'all what to do. You know, hear the information for yourself and make your own decisions. I think that's the best thing that you could do for people, or that I could do for y'all. And then we also have this card right here, and it says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Yeah, it made me feel like that's what this person was doing anyway, and y'all are mirroring, both doing the same thing. So it just seems as though this person needed some time to literally heal and some time to evolve as well, because they're showing up here. They're showing up here as the Bachelor, and the Bachelor is also the Emperor card. But in this particular deck, it's a Bachelor themed deck. The Bachelor, the Bachelorette, you know, the TV show. So it seems as though this person is, you know, they built themselves up and they're trying to focus on them, also focusing on their financial situation here, building something up for themselves, you know, becoming an eligible bachelor, like becoming someone who has something to actually offer. So that's why I'm just like, if this person didn't really have much to offer, it's like they're trying to develop themselves into someone who does, especially financially. So, yeah. I'm thankful to Spirit for confirming that message. But yeah, this person was definitely devastated because of the relationship between the both of y'all. But they've also gone through a healing point in time. And this person's not mad. I feel like if you ever ran into this person again, they might even be really happy to see you. You know what I'm saying? But they may not just jump and try to feel like, okay, now I'm this new person now. Let's get back into this relationship. Maybe they want to continue walking their journey and seeing what is possible for them, just like you're doing for yourself. So a lot of mirroring going on. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I definitely hope that this pile resonated with you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, fam. If you chose pile 3, my pile 3 people, the Arcanum Tarot deck with the citrine crystal, I am going to get started with your reading. First and foremost, I definitely want to say welcome to all new and returning subscribers. It's so nice to have you. You definitely could have been listening to any video, but you decided to listen to this one. So I'm so thankful for you. Definitely make sure that you take a second to check out the information in the description box. There you can find links for a personal reading. You can find links to donate. Links to check out my Etsy store, and then also links to follow me on Instagram. So definitely make sure y'all go ahead and do that. And yeah, we're going to be asking Spirit today, how does your absence affect their life? And I'm so ready. Let's go. Let me move the crystal out the way. All right, we're asking Spirit, how does your absence affect their life? How does your absence affect their life? Let me get some more information, and then we'll see. Yeah, this person, yo, the first three words that popped up in my head was mean as hell. Like this person, yo, this person is mean. This person is mean. They could definitely be a bit bitter. Definitely very guarded and very protective with themselves right now. They probably don't really trust anybody. But yeah, with the Emperor in reverse, it's just, it's just nope, 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 no. No to the no to the no no no. Like essentially what I'm saying is like this is not the type of person that you would want to be around. You know, the Emperor in the reverse can be very, the word that came to my mind was belittling, very controlling, like very authoritative, like what I say goes. They don't want to listen to nothing else. Like, and then coupled too with that Knight of Swords energy is like just mad impulsive. So this person could really be, in a sense, I kind of get lacking some type of direction. It's just they just not the type of person that someone would want to be around. You know, not the type of person like. Oh, let me get some more energy. But this person is exhausting. Like this person is exhausting already. Like I ain't even get to get into the pile. It's just like y'all mean. Yeah, I think this person could definitely be very impulsive right now. Like they want their way. This person could also be having like multiple partners that they're engaging with in an intimate way, that they're having sex with. They could definitely be doing that. It's just kind of like they're really only motivated by like what they impulsively want right now. And they're just showing up like actually pretty low vibrational right now as well. So you can kind of put two and two together about the things that low vibrational people indulge in impulsively, you know? So this person is just kind of like being very quick. They could also be very cutting with their words. But this is really just the meanness and how mean they're acting is really just a defense mechanism to you not being around. So maybe this person, you know, they've dealt with abandonment. So that could be a major thing too, because I see that coming up here. Just like abandonment. It could be that this person is trying to do any and everything. With the Knight of Swords, with the Ace, the Five of Pentacles within reverse, it's like they're doing any and everything just to not feel these feelings of abandonment. So that's probably why they're doing really impulsive things and just kind of rushing in. You know, whether it's using drugs or alcohol or maybe using people as a supply. Yeah, this person you left could very much be a narcissistic person, because there's a vibe that I'm feeling where it's like this person is controlling, or they want things their way. They want what they want when they want it. And it's like just a new idea could pop up, like a new thing could pop up, and there's like, well, I want that, you know? Or they could see somebody and they're like attracted to that person. They're like, oh, I want that person. Like, it's just all about what their wants are at any given point in time. And those things are going to change. It's like what random idea popped up in their head that they have to go explore today. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care. They're going to manipulate things and control people so that people end up giving them what they want, so that they can feel better. So there is some type of narcissistic element to this person right now. But it definitely is coming off as a defense mechanism, whatever it is that they're doing, because they don't want to feel those feelings of abandonment or feeling left out. So if you left this person, they're definitely mad. Like, it's just a mean, it's just a mean person. Like, what came to my mind was a curmudgeon. You know, a curmudgeon. Look up that word. It's like an angry old man or something, you know? Or it could be an angry older woman. And not trying to come at older people. I'm just saying, like, it's just an angry person. Like, you just an angry person, like, for no reason. Like, it's just like, why are you acting like this? Like, people that act like curmudgeons, it's like they just always mad. They always bitter. It's always something. It's like, what is it now? You know? And it's like, that doesn't make people want to give them what they want. Like, all it does is continue to drive a wedge further and further into the relationship. Because if you're being mean and bitter, who is even going to want to be around you? You know what I'm saying? Who is going to want to be around you for real? Like, if you acting mean and bitter, it's like this person wants attention. They want energy. They want validation, but you're pushing people away as opposed to bringing people in. especially with that Queen of Swords energy as well. Like, then the Ten of Cups in the reverse, like, yeah, they're just not happy. They're not emotionally fulfilled right now. They're just not. Like, they're not. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, this person mean, yo, they mean AF. Like, Spirit said they're not nice, they're rude. Like, they're not nice, they're rude. So we have also the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords coming up, it definitely lets me know, like, yeah, that it's a confirmed, like, there's no contact, there's no communication between the both of y'all. And then here we have the Eight of Cups as well. So it could be that this person, I mean, they have no other option but to walk away. You know what I'm saying? They have no other option but to do that. But they could also, similar to, I think it was Pile 1. So if y'all wanted to choose Pile 1 might resonate with y'all as well. Like, similar to Pile 1, it's like they're keeping themselves kind of stuck in time, knowing that they should walk away, but maybe refusing to do so at this point in time. But I'm going to get another card to clarify exactly what's going on, because both of these cards kind of juxtapose each other. The Four of Swords is like, it's no action, where the Eight of Cups is very much an action of, okay, I am walking away. Yeah, it seems like this is a lesson that this person has to learn right now. There's some type of lesson that they have to learn through this, you know, period of stagnation. So maybe they are indecisive about what they should do, but they're mean. So I feel like spirit, oh my God, yo, like when you intuitive and you get messages, it's funny. Sometimes they could be funny, but spirit is just trying to tell this person they need to get the hell on. That's what they try to tell this person, like, get the hell on. Spirit said, get the hell on, you and your mama. Like, so I don't know if some of y'all like that song by Outkast, the one where they be like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. You know, that song. So I don't know if that song resonates with y'all, you know, at some point. Maybe this person does have a mother figure here with this Queen of Swords. That could be, you know, maybe even influencing them, or they could have also, I just feel like this person has had love role modeled to them in not really a healthy way. So it just seemed like they're just salty right now, and salty for even potentially trying with you. So now they just gonna begrudgingly go live life and do things that they was potentially already doing, like being impulsive, you know, acting out through their issues that come with trust, their issues with abandonment. They was probably already acting this way anyway, but you abandoned them anyway. So in a sense, the bottom fell out, and now they feel like all those things that they believed are now justified. So it just seemed like someone who they don't feel as though they deserve much anyway. So I don't want to say the relationship with them was a waste, but they kind of felt like you would leave them anyway. So they could have just played things out in a certain way so that you would leave anyway. So all it would do is become a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, that's how this person is. So they already operate through these issues, but now they're going to do even more impulsive things just to cover up these issues instead of just addressing them, in which they should address these things. And maybe it is that with the World card within the reverse, it's just letting me know that this cycle is not ended for this person, is because they haven't yet put themselves in a place to where they can take accountability for their own actions. They're just being mean and acting out through that meanness right now, which is not really drawing anybody close to them. And so they're not really getting, you know, the type of emotional fulfillment that maybe one would really want. It's just, if anything, it's just quick escapades. Is escapade yo, escapade is a word, right? It's like quick escapades, quick, you know, experiences that they're having with people, but these things are not really emotionally fulfilling. They just kind of going wherever their impulses tell them to go, but it's nothing that has to do with love here. This person blocks and cuts themselves off from love, but they need to go within, you know, they need to go within. So it could be that, you know, spirit is telling them, like, you need to get the hell on and you need to go within and figure out what is going on with you, so that you can take accountability and put yourself in a responsible place and go evolve and go heal. So yeah, instead of healing, it's like this person just gonna sit in that energy of being mad, and they just gonna start acting out instead of taking the, taking the lesson for what it is and learning from the lesson and doing better. So this person they just keeping themselves in the same spot, like, and they probably gonna continue to keep experiencing these, relationships and where they're abandoned, because they literally keep prophesying that into their life instead of taking a step back and healing and actually wanting to do better. So yeah, this person just mean as hell. Like, Spirit said, you need to get the hell on. Like, I'm done. Yo, I'm done. Spirit said, you need to get the hell on. Like, and this probably why they mad. Certified it girl. So you could definitely be highly desirable right now, and that's probably why they're upset. They're probably mad because they got rejected by a baddie. I just heard the song they go like, I ain't never been with a baddie. Like, so maybe you were one of the, the best options that they could have ever gotten. The best option, if not it. Okay, certified it girl. So you definitely could have been the, best option that they've ever had. And because you left them, they feel some type of way. But they prophesied that anyway. They probably acted out in a lot of ways, like I said, that pushed you away as opposed to bringing you in. But that's because they had trust issues anyway. And then we have ghosted. They probably mad because you left. They probably thought that they had it like that, that they got it like that. But with the 10 of Cups in reverse, is like, it's just giving me like loveless marriage or loveless relationship. It's like this person got you in a relationship and all they want to do is argue with you. It's giving narcissistic. It's like, why be with someone if all you're going to do is try to argue with them? If all you're going to do is try to be mean to them, try to control them, try to do this. It's like, just let that person go. That's not your, you know what I'm saying? That's why Spirit Pie was like, y'all need to get the hell on. Like, and not even, not you, but them. Not you, but them. Yeah, this person probably big mad too because you're posting things so you all could be influencers. You all could be doing things on social media. So they're probably mad as well because it's like you're it, and you're doing things, but they have no access to you, or there's no communication. Not to say that they don't have access, because they can still watch, like they can still see what's going on as far as within your social media, so they could very much well be stalking you, and that's probably why they mad too. It's just like the energy of like someone who is like cutting off their nose to spite their face. That's a saying, right? Where it's just kind of like you just acting mad bitter and it's not hurting nobody but you. All of these impulsive things that they're doing is not hurting you, it's hurting them. But they taking it as, oh, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this and do that and I have back in your face. And it's just like, it's not doing nothing to me. It's doing everything to you. Like, just operating with that type of spirit. So we have social media. Yeah, they're definitely watching you on social media with the eyes. They definitely are. Let me show y'all this card with the eyes. Okay, so they definitely are watching you on social media. That's probably why they're even more mad, and that's probably why they're stuck and they just trying to kind of get back at you. And then we also had looking within the reverse. So this is just confirming, and Spirit's just confirming. And thank you, like this person is not, they're refusing to do that. They're refusing to take accountability. Just backing up my previous message, they're refusing to take accountability. It's just like, they want to be in competition, but it's like the way that they're living their life, the energy that they're doing these things under, and just the mean energy that they have here is like, it's not hurting you, it's hurting them. But they not putting two and two together, because instead of them and they understanding, it's like their own healing is going to help them. It has going to have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Is going to have nothing to do with you. But it's just like this person is like, they're keeping themselves in this mean energy. If anything, they got even meaner. They got even more impulsive. They got even more loose. They started doing even more things. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're keeping themselves from being able to heal. Like, this has nothing to do with, you. It has everything to do with them at the end of the day, post you know, the connection failing, you know what I'm saying? Or post the connection dismantling, the connection crumbling. It's like this person is not healing. They're not even trying to. It's like a big difference from the other piles. Like, big difference. Yeah, healer of the ages. Like, healer of the ages. So you all could definitely have, you know, turn to, you know, your Lord and Savior for healing. You've turned to maybe a spiritual practice. Definitely, if you're here, you're into metaphysics and spirituality. And metaphysics and spirituality, like, these things are healing. That's what the purpose of these things are. Like, until I decided to heal and do better, you know, I was not focusing on spirituality. But once I did, it's like these things came hand in hand for me. Like, okay, it came together for me. So it just seemed as though, like, this person, they need help and they need healing. And it's like far more than, you know, what you can do for them, because you're just trying to do it for yourself. Like, you're trying to focus on you. And then we have the indecision card that I actually saw as well when I was shuffling this deck. It just, this person could definitely be very undecided on where to go and what to do. But honestly, I feel like this person has, I mean, they still have time, because it's never too late. If you want to change and heal, it's never too late to do that. It's never too late. But I feel as though, like, this person, they kept going down the dark path, okay? They kept going down the dark path, especially refusing to take accountability for their role in things. It's like, you ever, I don't know, it's like, you ever left a relationship and just became mad and started cutting up and doing mad stuff? Like, when I leave relationships, I take a step back and focus and heal myself. That's what I do. But I guess this person decided that they wanted to step out and just be like, well, I'm gonna just do me, like, and just start being mad reckless and stuff. Like, that's why I'm like, yeah, this person definitely, it's a indecision, but I feel like they made a choice, you know. And then I see the deceit card that came here as well. Like, it just seemed as though they chose the dark path, you know what I'm saying? Because when I see this, it just looks like there's someone here who's like trying to make this person an offer, like an offer they can't resist, or offer they can't, you know, refuse, or something like that. So I definitely feel like this person chose to continue down even darker path, you know. And they could have been very deceitful with you as well. Like, especially if this person, you can say, you can say that this person does have narcissistic tendencies, and while I was with them, they just were not the nice person. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't deal with this person. Just giving y'all advice right now, I wouldn't, because they're mad. So if they come back around trying to lie, just understand that they could potentially be trying to get revenge, because they have yet to take accountability for the relationship between the both of y'all, their place in it. So they could really be coming back for revenge because they're mad. So just stay away from this person. It seemed like they chose the dark side, because that's why I'm just like, yeah, it says indecision, but, you know, it is funny too how the cards kind of like laid out. It's like healer of the ages, right? Healing. We have an indecision right here, right? And then we have deceit on the other side. So it's like, where are they gonna go? Where are they gonna go? Like, you know. But the thing is that there's always grace and mercy for people that need it, and, you know, and want to come back and bounce back in life. But I really do feel as though this person has already chose, like, they chose the dark side. Like, that's not even a question. Like, they chose the dark side. Now let's see what comes up from these love oracle cards. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Yeah, this comes up here as far as with them with trust. It's like they haven't yet accepted or taken accountability for anything. So it's like, I just don't see this person really leaning into the opportunity that they had to heal. They didn't lean into it. Instead of leaning into it, they just going to continue to keep perpetuating the same stuff. And they mad. Like, they got left by a baddie, and you're doing things. So yeah, they're mad about that. They're mad. Like, it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So maybe this is the path that this person has to take right now. You know, maybe it's the path that they have to take right now. Maybe they have to continue to keep experiencing the same cycles over and over and over until they've learned this lesson. Because we have the world card within the reverse. Like, they're not graduating from this level to another level. What they're doing right now is hindering their growth. So maybe it is that this person has to go through this one more time, potentially, to see. But it just kind of, when I get the energy of this person, I feel like the bottom fell out, where it's just kind of like, you know, this might have been maybe one of the last opportunities that they had to really experience true love. And they got you. Like, the universe was like, all right, here you go, let's see what you do. And it's like they still failed, they still didn't pass. So maybe it is for this person to deal with this one more time for them to understand the lesson. But as far as after dealing with it with you, did they learn their lesson? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So that came up again. That came up again. I know it came up in a previous pile. Give me 1 second to shuffle. And I think I saw this card again in another previous pile. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. Yeah, it is. It is. It is time for them to give to themselves. But this is good for you also, you know, showing up as a certified it girl. But yeah, they do need to take time to themselves. They actually do, because they can't give much to anybody right now because they're in a selfish type of energy. They're in a type of energy right now to where it's like it's all about their own wants and needs, and they're being very impulsive and very controlling, very manipulative, very deceitful. I think they've chosen they chose the dark side. So we have the soulmate card that came up. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So it could actually been that even for you and this individual, like, you were a learning lesson for this person, but they were also a learning lesson for you. So it could definitely be that you and this person were actually soulmates, and that this had to happen for you all to, you know, take accountability, heal, and look within yourself. You were an opportunity for this person to focus on their trust issues, abandonment issues, and why they put up like such strong boundaries around people. It's like not even really giving people the chance and getting to know them, and not even giving people the chance to get to know them as a person, because they're pushing people away. So this person is just in a real controlling and manipulative like cycle in life right now. Very mean. So I don't know. I feel bad for whoever got to deal with this person right now, but they had a chance, and it just seems as though they're going to become even meaner. I wonder if they get meaner after every relationship that they leave. I wonder if they get meaner, because that's something that's coming up as well. Like, I would not want to run into this person after they left you, because this person is mean as hell. Spirit said, get the hell on. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. I definitely hope that you all enjoyed this reading. I was able to give y'all some information that helped. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.